Thanks for joining. Greetings to everyone. Thanks for joining us today. It is another beautiful morning. It is another beautiful session with me, your host, Amanda Kofiaye. This is a Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. You are so welcome. So, how has your week been? How have you been? How is the family? How is everyone? Join us. Join us. Let's have this conversation. Let me share this to our platforms. But how have you been? How have you been? How have you been? All right. How have you been? It's been good. It's been a good week. It's been a blessed week. The Lord has been good. How has yours been? Thanks for joining. So today we are going to talk about never looking down on anybody. Never look down on yourself either. Never look down on the people that come your way. Never look down on anyone. All right. The fact that you up there, one second, doesn't mean that you owe that. The fact that you up there doesn't mean that people, you don't value people. The fact that you out there doesn't mean that you do have to talk to anybody anyhow, or you do have to say things to people anyhow. You know, the only time you should look down on somebody is when you are trying to help them up, when you are literally pulling them up from where they're sitting. The only time that you have to look down on someone is when you offering that help, you offering that assistance, you offering that need be assistant. All right, that is the only time that you have to look down on people. You know, it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter where you've gotten to in life, it doesn't matter where you are currently going, it doesn't matter what you have. You know, fortunes can go, fortunes can be lost, you know, but people cannot be replaced. All right, fortune can be replaced, success can be replaced, but people cannot be replaced. All right, people cannot be replaced. So why don't you, instead of looking down on people, why don't you give them that chance? Why don't you give them that assistance that they need? All right, it is never ever good to look down on anybody. It is never ever good to um, tell people that, hey, you don't matter. Tell people that I don't need you. Tell people that you are not my class. It is never ever good. Never look down on anybody, because if you are up today, you might be down tomorrow. If you are up today, you might be if you are up today, you might be down tomorrow. So never ever look down on anybody. Never ever tell people that they don't belong in your class, that you don't need them in your life. All right. As I said, unless you helping that person up, unless you giving them the assistance that they need, never look down on them. All right. One second. Never look down on anybody. Never, ever, ever do that on anybody. It doesn't matter where you are. You know, sometimes you just need somebody to just be there for you. All right. You just need somebody not to fix anything, not to give you anything, not to provide anything, but just be there for you. All right. So if you're looking down on them, how are they going to be there for you? If you're looking down on them, how are they going to be a shoulder for you to cry on? If you're looking down on them, how are they going to say that, hey, I am here for you when you need me. I am here for you regardless of whatever you're going through. How are people going to do that? You know, however you relate to people when you are up determines how people are going to relate to you when you are down. Let me say that again. However you relate to people when you are up determines how people are going to relate to you or react to you when you are down. Somebody might be down not because of what they've done, not because of where they are. 1 second, guys. Why? Not because of what they done, not because of where they've been, not because of anything that they did. All right? Somebody might be down, not through their own fault. They might be down due to mere circumstance. They might be down due to mere situations out of their reach. Sometimes all they need is you need to be around them. I'm sorry, somebody is keep distracting me. You know, that is all you need to do. That is all you need to do. 1 second, guys. That is all you need to do. That is all you need to do. That is all you need to do. So never look down on anybody. Never look down on getting distracted. Never look down on the fact that you up here and somebody need to, you know, pretty much give you all the respect and all that you need. No. Just letting them feel that they belong. Just letting them feel that it's all about them. Just letting them feel that it's all about what they're about. Just letting them feel that, hey, indeed, I am here for you. Never look down on anybody. As a matter of fact, never even look down on yourself just because of where you are. Never look down on yourself just because things are not working right now for you. Never look down on yourself just because you're struggling with certain things. Never do that. Never do that. Never ever do that. You need people in your life. You need those people to help push you up. You need those people to help make things better. You need those people to help alleviate some of the pains that you have. Yes, they might not be bringing anything in addition to what you have. Yes, they might not be bringing any material things. But the fact that they are there, never look down on them just because you have it all. Always remember that time changes. And what or how you see others now might just be a temporary situation. They might just be going through phases. They might just be going through stuff. They might just be going through obstacles here and there. But that doesn't mean that that is their final destination. That doesn't mean that that is where they will be forever. That doesn't mean that way. Let me look up here so I can see the comments. That doesn't mean that at all. You need them in your life, so as they need you in their lives. So remember that that situation that they are in might be temporary. Remember that that situation that they are in will not last forever. Remember that they might be in transition stage. They might be going somewhere. It's just that they need that push. It's just that they need that friend to be there. It's just that they need that brother, sister to be there. They need you to be there, not to provide anything, but to be a shoulder for them, to be someone that you can say to them, you can encourage them and say that, hey, it's gonna be okay. If you are in the position to help, it's different. But if you're not, just being there physically, mentally, emotionally for them matters. They might be at their lowest point now. You know, there is a saying that it's in my lowest point, that is where I see who truly cares for me. It might just be a temporary thing. Even if it's not a temporary thing, just be there for them. Even if it's not a temporary thing, just allow yourself to be there for them. Let them feel that they are wanted. Let them feel that they belong. Let's flip it to the other side. You can ask me that, oh, Amanda, what if I've done all these things and yet the person still feels that way? Sit down with them and let them know that, hey, I value you. Hey, I am going to be there for you. Hey, it is going to be okay. Sometimes people need constant reassuring. Sometimes people need you to constantly say it to their hearing. Sometimes that's what people need. Constantly saying it to their hearing. Constantly assuring them that they are going to be okay. Constantly assuring them that, hey, I am not looking down on you. I am here regardless. Sometimes that is what it needs. I know sometimes it is so frustrating that you're doing that and yet still the person feels that way. Keep doing that. Keep assuring them. Keep reassuring them. Let them know that, yes, I am here. Let them know that I am going to be here. Let them know that come rain or shine, I am going to pull up for you. Never look down on anybody. Never look down on yourself. Never allow where you are to change your perspective, to change your mindset, to change who you are. Never allow the things that you currently have, never allow the position that you're in make you look down on people. I wrote here, I said, always remember that time changes. And so if you are doing well today, help lift others up if you can. Help lift others up if you can. Help lift them up if you can. Help uplift their soul. Help uplift their spirit. It shouldn't only be through money. It shouldn't only be through giving. There are so many ways we can help people up. It's not necessarily through physical things. You know, there is a quote that says that we rise when we lift others up. We rise when we help build others. We rise when we put ourselves out there. We rise. So don't you ever look down on anybody because you're up there. Don't you ever say that, hey, I do not need anybody. Don't you ever say that that person doesn't belong to my class. I don't need to have these people in my life because they are not where I am now, because I struggle to get to where I have gotten to. You might just be a temporary holder of what you're currently holding. You might just be a custodian of what you currently have. The only person that can look down on anybody is God, because he sits high above than us human beings. Allow yourself to be used, if I can use that word. Allow yourself to help make people feel better, to help make people live again, to help make people have life again. It could just be as little as your word. It could just be as little as you saying, hey, it's gonna be okay. It is just as simple as you offering a helping hand. Never look down on them just because they're down. Never look down on them just because they don't have what you have. Never look down on them just because you're on top today. No one can predict tomorrow. No one can predict the future. No one knows tomorrow. You might be doing well today and tomorrow you would not. Maybe you think that what you have will never leave you, right? I'm not praying for that. But nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody knows what the day holds for us. Nobody knows where we're going from here. Don't look down on anybody. Treat everybody the same. Treat everybody equally. Give yourself out if you can. Help people feel better if you can. And in so doing, never expect anything back in return. You know, we human beings have the mentality that if I've helped you, then I need to know that you're going to help me come tomorrow, come next week. But that shouldn't be it. God loves us unconditionally. He helps us up every day and every time. He helps us up. He helps us up. He doesn't look down on us. He doesn't say that, oh, you've done enough. I've given you enough. And so that is it. He doesn't do that. He understands that we need him through and through. He understands that we need him day in, day out. That is what we need to do. That is where we need to be for our fellow human beings. That is where we need to be for everybody. That is where we need to be. Just be there for them. Be a shoulder for them. Be that help that they need. Be that help that they need. Understand that you were given or you were put in that position for a reason. Understand that, as I said earlier on, you might be doing well today, but tomorrow might change. Never look down on anybody. Whoever is here, thanks for joining. Please share to be a blessing to others as I do same. Never look down on anybody. You are doing well, yes. Be there for somebody. Be there for that next person. Be there for that neighbor. Don't say that they are not in your class. Who are you to judge? Who are you to look down on anybody? Who are you to say that, hey, I don't need you? Who are you? Do you think that because you have everything now, you are okay? As I said, the only person that can look down on us is God. He put you in that position so you can help somebody else. He put you in that position so you can attend to others. He put you in that position for a reason. Don't look down on anybody. Don't look down on anybody. Do not say that because of people's current situation, you're going to look down on them. Don't say that because of where they are today, I am not going to associate myself with them. Don't say that because of how they carry themselves, I am not going to associate myself with them. Never judge a book by its cover. Yes, there is a saying that your first appearance matters, but never judge a book by its cover. 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 You were put in that position for a reason. You were put in that position to help others. If you are not going to help, then don't look down on them. If you are not going to help, then don't talk bad about them. You were put in that position for a reason. When things are fine with you today, don't treat others bad. Don't treat others anyhow. Don't say that, hey, I don't care. Never look down on you yourself too. Help is not coming. You doing everything that you need to do, but it is not going as planned. It is okay. Sorry, guys. It is okay. It is okay. Sorry. Never look down on you yourself. You might be going through trials now. You might be going through challenges now. You might not see the light at the end of the tunnel. It is okay. It would all come together. But never look down on you. Never say that, oh, this is my situation. Oh, this one there. Never do that. Sorry. Keep sneezing for some weird reason. But never look down on yourself. No one knows tomorrow. Your test today will become your testimony tomorrow. Your trial today will become your testimony tomorrow. You might be on the grass today, but you will be in glory tomorrow. Don't look down on yourself because things are hard. Don't look down on yourself because you do not know where to start. Don't look down on yourself because the economy is hard. He's always there to help. He's the ever-present help in time of need. Keep doing your best. Keep doing what you have to do. Keep striving for the best, and it will surely work. But don't you ever look down on yourself. Don't you ever say that my situation is worse. Bible says that life and death lies in the tongue. And if you are in the position to help, never look down on them, because you might not know what their situation is. You might not know what the story is. Listen, until somebody tells you what they're going through, never look down on them. Until somebody, even when they tell you, you have to strive to be of help to them. Even when they tell you, you have to strive to be of assistance to them as much as you can. I said, it might not be you helping them physically. It might not be you helping them monetarily. It might not be you giving them something. It might be that all they need is you being there, you being a shoulder for them. Sometimes that is all you need or they need. Never look down on anybody. I see my father on here. Daddy, thanks for joining. Never look down on anybody. And never look down on yourself. You think that everything is going well for you today, huh? And so you're looking down on the next person. Have you asked yourself that, what will I do tomorrow when these things that I have goes away? Sometimes we are put in that position to be of help to others. Sometimes we are put in that position to be of assistance to somebody. And as I said, if somebody has not told you their story, never look down on them. Your wealth, your position might leave you tomorrow because you do not know tomorrow. The only one that knows tomorrow is God. And the only one who can look down on us is God, because he sits up there. You think that you've arrived and everybody that is below your standard doesn't need your time. You think that you've arrived and everybody that is, not at the same level don't deserve you, don't deserve your time, don't deserve your attention. Keep going. But remember that what you have today might be taken tomorrow. Remember, maybe that thing were given to you so you can be of assistance to them. Maybe that thing was given to you so you can be of help to them. You might never know tomorrow. He might be in this situation for a reason. He might be in this situation because of something. If they have not told you their story, never judge them. Never judge a book by its cover. Sometimes people disguise themselves just to know how you will react to them. Sometimes people disguise themselves just to know what exactly you're going to say to them. Thanks for joining, Reverend Ignatius. Thank you so much. Sometimes people come your way dressed shabbily, dressed anyhow, speaking anyhow, and you think that, oh, that lady or that man is mad, so I cannot stand or I cannot talk to them. Keep going. Until you are also stripped, until you get to a point where you will need somebody's help, you think you've arrived. Don't look down on anybody. Don't look down on anybody. Don't think that because they are asking you for help today, they are useless. However you react to those that come your way today determines where you're going tomorrow. I wrote here, I said, you might be someone's source of joy, and so do not look down on them just because you're currently up here. Do not look down on them. You might be somebody's sunshine. You might be somebody's breath of fresh air. As I said, sometimes all that person need is you being there, you making them feel okay, you making them feel that all is gonna be okay, even just with your words. You might be going through struggles. You might be going through pain. You might not know where to go from here. You might not know what to even do this at this minute. But listen, I am here to tell you something. He doesn't give you anything you cannot handle. This man up there doesn't give you anything you cannot handle. So wherever you might find yourself now, never look down on yourself. Never throw in the towel. Never say that enough is enough. Until he says enough is enough, keep going. Until he says, yes, you have tried and I'm stepping in. Keep doing your best, but don't look down on yourself. Don't say that I am nobody. Don't say that I don't have anything. Bible says that life and death lies in the tongue. So whatever you say to yourself determines where you're going from here. However you say it determines what you will get. However you see your situation determines the result. Why are you looking down on yourself? Is it because finances are now well? Is it because education is not going well? Is it because your marriage is not going well? Is it because life in general is hitting you left, right, center? And so you're looking down on yourself, or you're looking down on that person. As I said, you might be just a custodian to that good thing that you're holding now. You might be just a custodian to that wealth you're holding now. You were given that to help. You are the helper. If you don't know today, I'm telling you, you are the helper. I said earlier on, if you are helping somebody, or if you've been doing that and the person think that, hey, you're looking down on them, sit them down and have a conversation with them. It might be as little as, hey, I am reassuring you that I'm not looking down on you. It might be as little as that. Never judge a book by its cover, because you do not know what is in that book. Until you've read each chapter of that book, never look down, never judge it by its cover, because the cover doesn't look good. Because somebody's appearance look tattered, somebody's appearance look some way to you. The person you are looking down today might be your helper tomorrow. The person you are looking down today might be somebody who would take you into your higher height. He or she might be the source or the rock in which you have to step to get to your breakthrough, to get to your next level, to get to where you want to get to. Treat each other equally. Treat each one that comes your way equally. Allow yourself to observe if you have to. Allow yourself to understand the situation if you have to. Allow yourself to be curious if you have to. But don't look down on them while you're doing that. It doesn't matter where you are today. It doesn't matter where you're going tomorrow. It doesn't matter what you have today. People are brought in our lives for a reason. There is nobody that you will cross path with that you do not have a reason, or there is no reason why they came to you or why your path crossed. And so when people have come to you, when people are in your life, when people wants to know or wants to be around you, never ever look down on them. They are in your life for a reason. They are supposed to be there for a reason. They are supposed to come to you for a reason. Take time in learning why they are there. Take time in learning what you can do to help. Take time in learning what you can do to move them from where they are to their next level. But don't look down on them. And you yourself, don't look down on yourself just because things are not going well for you. Just because you are currently at your lowest point. He doesn't give us anything we cannot handle. He doesn't give us anything he does not know that we have the power to overcome. You might be down today. You might be in struggle today. You might say that, at this point where I am, I do not know what to do. I do not know how to go on. I do not know where to take things, or where to look, or what to say and all that. Maybe that is what you are saying to yourself. Maybe that is where you are currently. But I am here to tell you something. Hang in there. Hang in there, because this test will become your testimony tomorrow. Hang in there, because he is working at the backyard. Hang in there, because surely there is light at the end of the tunnel. Never look down on yourself. Never throw in the towel. Never say that enough is enough. Never say that I don't know what to do. Never say it is okay. It is okay to feel down. It is okay to feel out there. It is okay. But one thing you're not going to do is look down on yourself. One thing you're not going to do is throw in the towel. One thing you're not going to do is say that I am done. And you that are in that good position, you that you have everything going for you, you that you have all your lines lined up for you, listen to me. You were put in that position for a reason. You were put in that station for a reason. You were meant to be that helper. You were meant to be that sunshine. You were meant to be that breakthrough for that somebody that doesn't know what to do, that doesn't know where to go from here, that doesn't know how the next hour is going to unfold. Be that light for that person. Be that source of joy for that person. Be that shoulder that person needs to stand on to have that inner peace. Be that joy. As I said, sometimes they don't need anything from us. Sometimes all they need is we being there to listen. Sometimes all they need is we being there to be a shoulder for them. We being there assuring them that, hey, it might not look this way now, but it's going to be okay. It might not look good now, but I know things will turn around. Sometimes that's all they need. What are you doing with that resource that you've been given? What are you doing with that time that you've been given? What are you doing with that substance that you were given? Don't think that you were given that thing for you. You are meant to be a helper. You are meant to go out there. You are meant not to judge those people because of the way they look, because of their color, because of their dressing, because of the way they speak. Embrace everyone equally. Embrace everyone equally. Embrace everyone equally. Give them that listening ear if you have to. If you have to just sit there so they can pour out their heart to you, just do it. If you have to just be there so they can feel comfortable, just do it if you have the time. Maybe that is all they need. Maybe that is all you can offer. That is okay too. But don't make yourself too high and mighty to be approached. Don't make yourself too high and mighty to be talked to. Don't make yourself too high and mighty for nobody to even come in your presence. People should mention your name and say that, hey, if I'm in trouble and I go to this person or I call this person, even if he doesn't have any help for me, he will sit there and listen to me. That should be us. Be that beacon of hope. Be that beacon of light. Be that joy that person needs. We are in the festive season. And each and every day, it is during this time that people will come just to see how you will react to them. Yes, they might be doing that throughout the year. But it is this particular season, in the month of December, that you will get most people coming your way just to see how you will react, just to see how you will respond to them, just to know how, if you would have time for them. Let the story be different this year. Let the story change this year. Let people say that, hey, I have heard so much about this lady. I've heard so much about this gentleman that people are saying that, hey, if you go to them, they are this, they are that. But when I went to her, when I stopped her to talk to her, when I stopped her to ask her a question, she had time for me. He had time for me. This festive season, let our branches spread wide so that we will not look down on anybody that comes our way. So we will not look down on anybody that we call a friend, even if we don't call them friends, even if they are just strangers to us. May we never look down on them. May we be that source of hope. May we be that source of joy. If you do not have any help for them in the current moment, just be there to listen if you need to. We've made ourselves way too busy that we do not have time for people. We've made ourselves way too busy that we don't even see anybody. All we do is the thing that we want. All we do is what we want to get. That is all we do, or that is all we know. But be that light. Be that hope. Be that source of joy for that person. Be that source of joy for people that come your way. Be that source of joy. As I said, you might be somebody's breakthrough. The fact that you are up today doesn't mean that you are above everybody. The fact that you are doing well today doesn't mean that you don't need anybody. The fact that you are doing well today doesn't mean that you are an island. Don't be an island. Don't be an island. Even islands, people go on there. Don't close yourself up. Don't close yourself up for people to be able to reach you. Be that joy. Be that source of happiness, of peace that somebody needs. You were put in that position for a reason. You were given that for a reason. The remaining of the year, we are not going to judge a book by its cover. We are not going to judge people just because of the way we see them. We are not going to judge people just because of how they look. We are not going to judge people because of their situations. We're going to be there for them. We're going to be the source of hope. We're going to be that sunlight they need to shine in their life. You might be that person's breakthrough. You might be that person's helper to help them see life in a different way, to help them see that situation in a different way. Avail yourself. As I said, it's not necessarily that it has to be in material form. It could just be your time. It could just be you being there, sitting there, talking to them, assuring them it's going to be okay. And you yourself that are in that situation, never look down on yourself because you think people are going and you are not. You think people are making it and you are not. You think people are getting their breakthroughs and you are not. I always say that as God has done it for that next person or that neighbor of yours, that means that he is still in the miracle business. That means that he is still in your neighborhood. He will surely get to you. It might not be your time yet, but he will surely get to you. It might not be your time yet, but he will surely provide for you. It might not be your time yet, but things will work for your good. Don't look down on your situation. Don't look down on yourself. Don't judge anybody because of their current situation, because of their appearance, because of how they look, because of how they talk, or because of how they carry themselves. They might be that way to test you. They might be that way to see how you react. They might be that way to see if what people are saying about you is really true. Thanks for joining, Miss Jemima. It's been a while. They might be that way. They might be there just to test the waters to see that if indeed what people are saying about you is true. So don't judge a book by its cover. Don't look down on anybody. Don't think that, yes, I am up here. I am doing well. I have everything going for me. And so I do not need anybody. What you have today might be taken tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow except God. Nobody knows where we will be in the next hour except God. Allow people to know who you are. Remember that all men were created equally. So the fact that you up here, don't see yourself as high and mighty. Don't see yourself as you don't need anybody. Don't see yourself as I've arrived. Be that beacon of hope for that fellow that you think that they're wearing tattered clothes, that you think that they are carrying themselves anyhow, that you think that they don't have what it takes to be in your level or at your level. No one can predict tomorrow. People carry themselves way so high that even when the person that is coming to help them, they think that because that person is looking shabbily dressed, is looking some way, they don't need to speak to them. Angels come into our lives disguised. Angels come into our lives in so many forms. It could be in the form of a mad woman. It could be in the form of a madman. It could be in the form of a child. It could be in the form of somebody who is dressed anyhow. It could be in the form of somebody who is talking anyhow. It could be in the form of that driver that you don't give any respect to. That maid that you don't think that they too deserve the best. That house help that you think that they are just house help and they are there to help you. Angels come in so many forms. Never lose your message or your angel because of how you see people. Never lose your blessing because of how people are dressed. I think today the message is going where God wanted to go, because it wasn't in my note. Angels come in our lives in so many forms. So be sure to treat everybody that comes your way with respect. Be sure to treat everybody that comes your way well. Be sure not to look down on anybody that comes your way. That might be your angel that is sent to you in a disguised way. But because you are so wrapped up here, you are judging it by the way he looks. You are judging it by the way she looked. You are judging it by the way that kid looked. Have you sent your angel away with your attitude? Have you sent your angel away because of how you look down on that person? Have you sent your helper away because of how you spoke to that mad woman? Or because of how you spoke to that man that was dressed anyhow? Have you sent your blessing away because of how you spoke to that helper of yours, that house help of yours, that co-worker of yours, have you sent them away? Be careful how you speak to people. Be careful how you see people. Be careful how you look down on people. It might be your angel in there. It might be your helper in there that was sent by God. But because you are so wrapped in your current situation, your current world, your current achievement, you lose it. This week, we are not going to look down on anybody. The remainder of the year, we are not going to look down on anybody. Into next year, we are not going to look down on anybody because of what we have. We are not going to look down on anybody because of what we achieve. We are not going to look down on anybody because that person came to us dressed anyhow. That person came to us speaking anyhow. We are not going to do that. We are not going to look down on our own selves just because things are not going down on us. We are not going to say that we are useless just because we are not doing well currently, just because we are not seeing the result of what we need to have. Hang in there. As I said, you might be given that, you might be holding that just so you can help others, just so you can be a blessing to others. As I said earlier on, maybe that's all that person need is you listening. And then you get your message in there. Treat everybody that comes your way equally. Treat everybody that comes your way with respect. Treat everybody that comes your way as though you want to be treated. Never ever look down on them. Never ever say that they don't belong to your class. Never ever say that they do not have what it takes to have your time. But you that are in that situation, remember, your test today will be your testimony tomorrow. You being on that grass today will be you being in your grace tomorrow. You being helpless today will mean you being helpful or somebody's helper tomorrow. Hang in there. You were made for signs and wonders. Hang in there. You were made to take up battles. Hang in there. He does not give you anything that you cannot handle. Hang in there because there is breakthrough coming. Hang in there. And don't speak to people anyhow. Don't look down on people anyhow. The only time you have to look down on somebody is when you are helping them up. As I said in the early stages, we rise when we help others up. We rise when we pull others up. We rise when we help others get to their next level in life. If you are joining me today, this is a Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. We come your way every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard. Now it's 12 p.m. GMT time. Make a date with us. If you have not subscribed to our channel or our Facebook here and our website, please do. Our website is live now, adoe.org. Go there. Join us. As I said last week, if you want to be just in the community, just so when we post motivational speeches and all that, you can get notification. There is a form you can fill so you get that notification. If you want to be a volunteer, there is a section that you can choose. If you want to be a contributor to help this organization and this community grow, just do that, because we want this community to be out there. We want this community to be a safe haven that people will come to pour out their heart. We want it to be a safe haven that people will come to get learn from each other. As I always say, on this platform, we learn from each other. We take nuggets from each other and we work on ourselves. So that is what we want that platform to be, our website to be. All right. If you want to support this cause, to do it. Oh, very soon, our next social project impact for our orphanages will be coming. In early next year, around June, July, thereabouts. So look out for that. If you want to be of help and assistance to us to help put the smile on the faces of these individuals out there in Ghana, people that don't have it in Ghana, you are more than welcome. There is a donate button on our website. Please do that. Our website is adoei.org. Go there, look around, let us know what we can do, or let us know what you think about that website. Let us know how best we can all build. Let me write it and pin it here. Let us know what we can all do. adoei.org. There, let us know what we all can do to help build this up, to help push this vision up, to help push this organization up, because as I always say, we cannot do it without you. We cannot do it without your support. We cannot do it without you keeping us along. And so, as I always say, we are very grateful to you, ADOE team, and myself, with our advisory board. We are so grateful to you. Oh, when you go there, you see all the team members that are backing ADOE, so you will know that we're not just running this for running's sake. But as I always say, that may God bless you, may God honor you, may God increase you, even as you make time for us every Saturday morning to join us on here. May God bless you. And to my ADOE team, George, Anaman, Pearl, Dennis, Aben, Benedicta, I say that may God bless you. To our advisory board, AJ Abraham, Reverend Dr. Harriet, Miss Nancy Harvey, Mr. James Harvey, retired Army. I say God bless you all so much. You all saw the vision and you all are carrying this along. May God honor you. May God bless you. To my husband and my son, wherever they are, I thank you all so much for the support that you've always given me, for even allowing me early mornings like this to come sit on here, just so that our fans and our audience can get what they need, or can get that motivation that they need to help them carry through the day. I say that thank you so much. Until I come your way again next week, I sign out. My name is Amanda Krofia. If you don't know who I am, and if you don't know what this is a Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. Follow us on here on Facebook and follow us on our website, adoe.org. And let's catch up over there. Thank you all so much. Stay blessed and have a fruitful Saturday and a blissful week ahead. Bye for now.